Hey y'all, we're here at Rooted In with your plant of the week, which are plants you may have seen Patrick talking about in a design video last week, where he talked about his lawn not thriving under a shady tree and sedges working as a fantastic replacement. Now, sedges look very similar to grasses with long linear leaves. They also provide the same texture, contrast, and movement that grasses can do. Now, where they're beneficial is they thrive in those lower light conditions where many grasses struggle to thrive, and they can also handle wet feet in areas that are maybe a little bit slower to drain. I wanted to go ahead and introduce you to 4 of the regionally Texas native sedges that we have in stock right now. Now, the first one is going to be Texas sedge. This usually grows to a height of 6 to 12 inches tall and is a slow spreader. So you can space these at 14 to 16 inches, and over time, they will creep in, offering a nice, thick, lush mat, very similar to turf grass. You can also mow this a few times a year if you want to keep it a little bit shorter. Now, all of these sedges, including the Texas sedge, are going to be semi-evergreen to evergreen, so you get to enjoy that foliage year round. The next sedge I wanted to introduce y'all to is called Weberville sedge. Now, this is another fine textured sedge similar to the Carex texensis we saw before, but it's going to get a little bit taller, a foot to a foot and a half tall and wide. And again, thrives in low light conditions, can creep a little bit, kind of growing to form a little bit of a mat or a ground cover. That's the Weberville sedge. Next, we'll move on to the sedges that have a little bit of a coarser texture. This one right here is called Woodland Creek sedge. It generally grows a foot and a half tall and wide, thrives in sun to shade conditions, can also handle wet to dry, and this one is a very vigorous spreader, so you'll see it spread by rhizomes along the ground. We also have another regional native. This one is called Cherokee sedge. So this one gets a little bit taller, 2 to 3 feet tall and wide. It's got these long arching branches. As they start to get taller, they fold over. Again, it has coarse textures. This one handles full sun, full shade, wet, dry, everything in between. Now, a lot of people get concerned about their seed heads on the sedges, confusing this with the goat heads or goat burrs. But I want to show people they're actually soft. They're not spiny at all. The texture of the plants themselves are soft as well. And really, they make a great addition, especially in those areas where turf grass will not grow, or the lower light conditions where you're trying to get some textural contrast and some movement.